It's our ongoing segment that doesn't have a name. We're back in the apartment, everyone, to review season 5 of The Big Bang Theory.
Okay.
People are really enjoying our Big Bang Theory reviews. Should we come up with a name for this segment? Should we call it Fun with Flags?
No, you're not calling it that. We're not. And if you put a
Big
flag
Bang
up
Review?
there, I'm going to shoot you.
No, I'm not putting a flag
Just
up
call
there.
it Big Bang Review, sure.
Big Bangin' Reviews.
No, that's something else. Big Bang Review.
So, here's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to give the highlights of the season.
Okay.
And if you recognize them, or if anyone else there recognized them and you like them, let us know down in the comments below whether you like these things, if you enjoyed the show. So, season 5, which is great. I mean, this show just keeps getting better and better. I'm going to look it up on Rotten Tomatoes because they actually have the individual seasons are rated. Overall, it's at 81% critic rating and 83% audience score. Well, this is a beloved show. Also won for 12 seasons, right? So season 5 is rated at 100% critic score. So this is a good one.
Okay.
So this last season ended where Penny has to do the walk of shame because she wakes up in Leonard's bed with Raj.
Okay.
And then has to walk out. She has to do the walk of shame because the guys come in. They're like, "What's going on here?" And she's like, "It's not what it looks like." And then she just walks out. Sheldon, okay? So everyone assumes what happened, but no one knows. Okay? It's assumed that Raj and Penny
I doubt it.
had sex.
I doubt
But
that.
then it turns out they didn't.
No, Raj can't even talk to people.
Exactly. So, anyway, they didn't. And then he becomes infatuated with her because any woman who pays even the slightest attention to him, he becomes infatuated with. And he's like, "I'm going to buy you everything and you're everything to me."
Does he have any money?
He has his parents' money.
Yeah.
Okay. But it turns out that they didn't. He actually just passed out.
I could see that, yes.
Okay. Well, I'm just giving the Cliff Notes, the Coles Notes version here.
Right.
Anyway, there's a hemorrhoid commercial. Do you remember that?
No, I haven't
Okay.
I kind of gave
That's
up on it
funny.
after a
If you
while.
remember that, let me know. Howard invents long-distance kissing technology.
No, I haven't seen that.
Because I guess Leonard is still dating Priya long distance. No, they already broke up.
I don't know.
Okay. There is a red chair of surprises.
Oh, I did see that one.
It involves Sheldon. You know what I'm talking about?
I have a cousin that used to do that, and I was always kind of wary of the furniture.
Yeah, I would be too. I used to know people that would do that, and I'm sitting there. Why are you taking this table? It clearly smells of tobacco smoke. Why do you want this?
A table is a little bit safer, but like a couch or upholstered chair is not.
Yeah.
I had seen that one.
Hey, if you want bed bugs, sure.
It wasn't a bed bug in that chair. I don't know what it was.
It was all in Sheldon's imagination, but that was a funny one.
Mine too, I think.
Anyway, we discover that Bernadette's yelling sounds similar to someone else.
Oh yes, I do remember that as well.
And we see it more. We get to hear it more and more. Leonard and Amy date at a wedding. Okay. Anyway, Raj dates a deaf woman who's a gold digger.
No.
Oh boy, because any woman who pays attention to him, he just spends all this money, right? All his parents' money, because he don't care.
He doesn't have much money himself. I don't.
Yeah, and okay, I'll spoil what happens because this is old. But his parents call him up and be like, "Stop spending all this money." And he's like, "No, it's for love." And they're like, "Okay, we're cutting you off then."
Right.
So he's like, "Okay." So he tells his deaf girlfriend because he loves her and they love each other so much. Parents cut him off, but it's okay. We have love.
Right,
she takes off.
Yeah.
Anyway, which is funny, but it's not funny for him because he's always like really affected by these things. What do we got here? Sheldon becomes friends with Will Wheaton after their rivalry. Now we actually get to see Will Wheaton playing himself instead of the evil version of Will. And he goes to a party, and guess who shows up?
Who shows up?
Brent Spiner.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, and he won't sign an action figure for Sheldon unless he pays him $20. And then the other guys are like, "Here you go, yeah." So he goes out to his trunk to get some. He just wanted to make some money. Anyway, Bernadette and Mrs. Wolowitz interfere with Howard's dream. You know what his dream is?
No.
He's going to be an astronaut.
Oh, is that
Remember?
his dream, really?
Well, both his mother and his wife interfere with it.
Okay.
Okay. Sheldon's mother doesn't take no sass on her California vacation. She comes to visit them again, so we get the return of Laurie Metcalf.
Okay.
Who's amazing. She was in Roseanne, remember?
I know who she is.
Okay, so, and she's always this hard, tough as nails, ultra Catholic, evangelist
not Catholic.
Texan.
Yeah.
The character is. The gang scares the crap out of Sheldon several times during the Halloween episode, and he keeps trying to get them back. It's really good.
Okay.
But what happens in the end? Let me know down in the comments below if you know what happens. Leonard picks up a hot chick in the comic book store, but doesn't go through with it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, because him and Penny aren't back together with. Oh, and then Priya breaks up with Leonard. Yeah, that's why
Right.
Howard was working on the long distance kissing technology. And you know who he tested it with?
I don't know.
Raj.
Oh.
And everyone's, this is weird. The girls are fighting over bridesmaids' dresses.
Oh, yeah.
Because you know who's getting married.
Yeah, but all the
Bernadette.
bridesmaids' dresses usually look the same.
Sheldon is forced to console Amy, and he doesn't like it.
Okay.
Leonard and Penny have a friend date while Sheldon is terrorized by a bird. Okay.
Oh, I
think
did
it's a blue
see
jay.
that
I
one.
think it's a blue
I
jay.
did see that one with the bird.
Yeah, and then he becomes like the best
There's
friend
like a
to
bird
him.
at his window all the
Yeah,
time.
But they actually let it in.
Yeah, I did see that
Now,
one.
it's obviously visual effects, but it was a pretty funny story.
Be a highly trained bird.
Stewart asks Amy out. Sheldon's not happy, and this leads to the relationship agreement.
Oh.
Just
okay.
like the roommate agreement, so now they're actually officially
Right,
boyfriend
'cause
and
he didn't
girlfriend,
like her
according
when he-
to his parameters in the relationship
Okay.
agreement, which he makes up.
Of course.
Leonard's old. I didn't like this episode. Leonard's old bully Jimmy shows up. I didn't like that one at all. And Penny's story, which is the secondary one, is much funnier. She donates clothes to clean up
Okay.
her apartment.
Oh, to get rid of them.
Yeah, but it's more than that. It's funny. Bernadette's not good with kids, and Amy is gifted a tiara by Sheldon.
Doesn't seem very something she would wear.
Oh, she loves it.
Oh, I can see her putting on her monkeys.
And Sheldon is like, oh, it was too much. Why did I
Okay.
buy this? And it's real because he goes to the jewelry store
He actually buys
with Penny.
Oh my goodness.
Sheldon gets the wrong Spock cutout. You know those stand-up cutouts? Okay,
Mhm.
you get the cut up of like the actor or the character standing there.
Right.
Okay, he gets the wrong Spock cutout.
Wrong spot.
Yep. And he says, okay, I'll tell you what he says. It's really funny. He's like, live long and suck it, Zachary Quinto, because it's not Leonard Nimoy.
Zachary Quinto. I was wondering if it was like a Terrence
Okay.
Spock or something. I didn't know what.
And that same episode, Leonard and Penny have another first date after 2 years.
Okay.
Okay. Leonard is shot in the foot. This is after they've been dating a little bit. They're doing something different. He accidentally shoots himself in the foot. He
Okay.
takes her to the gun range. And we get the
American
first
thing to do.
appearance of our favorite show, Fun with Flags.
Okay.
And Raj dates Siri,
The computer.
the artificial,
The
the vo-
computer voice.
yeah, the voice.
Well, why not?
It's all
like
in-
a pretty good match.
It's all in his head. Didn't you see it?
No.
And he meets Suri at the end.
No, the only one I just remember the one about the bird and the one about the piece of furniture.
Okay.
Anyway.
Wolowitz gets a new nickname, Fruit
Okay.
Loops.
Okay.
Oh man, that is great. You know what I'm talking about. And we get the first ever Leonard's Day.
Okay.
Yep. Sheldon's forced to take a vacation from work. The university president makes him. He's
Makes
really
him?
pissed off about it. And Howard has to get a prenup.
Okay.
Yeah, that's because his wife requires it. Oh, and we get the first time we see the giant portrait of Amy and Penny. You remember that giant portrait?
No.
Okay, I'll show you a picture
Okay,
of
I
it
don't
later,
need to
okay?
see it.
It's hilarious.
Okay. So you like this season? There's one
Hold on, I got a
episode you
couple
didn't
more.
Like, oh, more?
Sheldon can't get a haircut and becomes a bad boy. Wolowitz starts astronaut training, both with hilarious results. Guys' weekend playing Star Wars video games. It doesn't go the way they wanted it to. It really breaks down. It's funny. In fact, one of the guys brings his girlfriend, and the other guys aren't happy with that. Guys, Tiny Spock comes to life, and Raj almost marries a lesbian.
Okay.
And he wants to.
That seems unlikely.
Howard's bachelor party, which is hilarious, and posted video afterwards. And he's in trouble after that.
Never take a video at bachelor party.
Yeah, it was Will Wheaton who did it.
Oh, was he being evil?
No, he was just.
That's not a good idea.
Okay, what happens is everyone gets drunk and it's just trash talking, and Raj speaks a bit too much, and anyway, yeah.
Raj speaks anyway.
Yeah, because he's drunk, right? What do we got? Leonard and Penny move their relationship faster, and Amy uses psychology research to manipulate Sheldon in their relationship.
I did see that.
Howard's space flight is interrupted. He gets the call that it's canceled.
They are canceled a lot.
Yeah,
these things.
But then they call him and say, no, it's back. But he's happy. And then he gets the call and says it's back, and he's terrified. He doesn't want to go.
I would be terrified.
And when they send him up into space at the end of the season,
blow up.
It's hilarious.
Okay.
And they're calling them fruit because they're in a Russian Soyuz capsule.
The Russian.
Okay,
capsule.
and the Russian and the other American guy are ripping on him, calling them Fruit Loops, and it's hilarious. We get a rush wedding, and Howard heads to space, which is hilarious.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, there.
So if you know any of that stuff, let me know. I really enjoyed that season.
Okay.
I'm going to start into season 6. It might take me a couple weeks, though.